What happens at Lehigh Valley Health Institutes? What's next happens. Here, you'll find the latest, most advanced innovations in heart and vascular, neuroscience, surgery, orthopedics, and cancer care. You'll find invaluable alliances like our partnership with Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, and one team, your team, singularly focused on getting you better. Here is where exceptional happens. Lehigh Valley Health Network. Your health deserves a partner. What happened? Hello, and thank you guys, everybody. Welcome to this lunchtime edition of the Lehigh Valley with Love podcast. We're going to get right into it. I'm bringing Mr. Kyle Edwards to the podcast. How is it going?
It's going well, my brother. Yeah, good. How you doing?
Let's get set up here first. So, thanks for coming on. We were just talking before we went on here how we met, last summer at one of the events that you're doing. So we're going to tell people all about all this good stuff. Kyle Edwards with A True Love Story and also Inkwell LLC in downtown Allentown. So Kyle, let's start with you. Can you give us a little bit of your artistic background? Give us a sense of where you grew up, how you got into the arts, and then how you started A True Love Story.
Sure. Well, first off, I just want to say thank you for having me on. It's an honor.
Absolutely.
I love what you guys are doing. So to be here means a lot to me. So yeah, we definitely want to give you your flowers. But my artistic background got started. I was that kid in the back of class, not paying attention, doodling.
Right.
Fast, like many of us, right? But fast forward, I went through a traumatic experience. My sister passed away in 2012. Went through all the typical stages of grief, kind of got stuck in depression, couldn't shake it. And being that I'm a father of two, I knew I had to figure something out and shake this thing. So I turned to my first love, which was art. I started drawing again. I started painting, using new mediums and things of that nature. And I ran out of canvases, started painting on shirts. People were digging it, turned into an apparel line. So it was very cathartic for me. And I say it all the time that art saved my life. So the work that I do, it's very meaningful and impactful. And there's always a message behind the story. So I hope to deliver that to the people. So A True Love Story was birthed, and fast forward, I've been able to do some awesome things, paint murals, now opening up a shop. It's been fun, man. I still don't know what I'm doing, but I'm one foot in front of the other.
Right. You say you still don't know what you're doing, but you've worked with some high profile clients and organizations. You've worked with the Philadelphia Eagles, among others. Can you talk a little bit about that work?
Sure. That came about just, putting some work out into the world. Some folks reached out and we got connected. A buddy of mine who I partnered with on a lot of large scale stuff had some previous relationships with some of these organizations, but they saw that we were now doing large scale pieces.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, it's awesome, man. Again, to have the opportunity to work with a group like the Philadelphia Eagles, who I'm a diehard Eagles fan. So for that to come around was a dream come true. And since then, we've done 5 murals for them. We have
crazy.
about 20 plus murals all over the world now. Working on one downtown right now with another artist. Again, it's crazy, man. It's the next step is always illuminated if you have the courage to take the first one, and things have just been opening up.
Yeah, that's interesting because you, I guess me, a layperson, you'll hear about these artists doing murals like yourself, but taking that next step, right, making it more of a business where you're taking your outdoor art, your murals, but then through A True Love Story, you're able to create this business. Can you kind of give us the elevator pitch on what A True Love Story is? And I did drop the link in the comments. It's atruelovestorylllc.com.
Awesome. Elevator pitch. That's good. This is good. I can work on this. So I will say, Inkwell is the extension, right? The extension of A True Love Story. So for me at Inkwell, we help people write their stories. A true love story for me, love in our story means, it's an acronym, as you take notice. It means looking on the victory every day. So I hope through the apparel, through the murals, you see there, I did work with Andre Williams, who played with the Giants.
We've interviewed Andre Williams.
Yeah, dude, he's awesome. I love that guy.
Yeah, he's great.
So I did a mosaic out of his denim. He has a premium denim line. Never did anything like that a day in my life. That took me 2 weeks. It was probably one of the most stressful jobs I've ever done. But you learn. Again, taking that first step, you really are prepared as you fall forward, as you fail forward, if you will. Things start to open up and all the pieces get put into place. And So yeah, True Love Story, man, is a brand to inspire others to first find themselves, remind themselves of who they are, build up that courage within inside themselves to take that leap, whether it's starting a new
Hmm.
business or whatever it may be in your day to day, going to school, whatever it
Right.
is. There's a lot of challenges, man, and life can beat you up. So I hope through my artwork, through my apparel, through my events, I inspire others, lift them up, and give them a platform to do their thing. Because we have, especially within the Valley, man, as you know, we have so much talent. We have
Oh
all the
yeah.
resources. We have everything we need. Sometimes we just need that reminder, and I hope my work does that.
Well, another step that you're taking, is saying all this stuff, right? But then doing it through Inkwell, where you are literally giving that space. You're having a space where artists can do some of these things, and that's what we're really going to talk about a lot more of these. Can we talk about Inkwell itself, the physical location? Where is that? I know it's
Sure.
relatively new. It's a couple months, right? Or maybe under a
Yes.
year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, talk about that and what's going on there.
Sure. Inkwell is we're located in the heart of downtown Allentown, 1125 Hamilton Street. So yeah, Inkwell. The word came to me when I was on a trip with my wife. The name for the business because I wanted to be in the same vein of writing a story, right?
Right,
Um,
right.
so, so Inkwell came to mind. It's the source, right? So we help people write their story at Inkwell. So we have a workshop space for soap making workshops, pottery. We have some great events coming up,
Mhm.
comedy, live music. We have some big name comedians coming as well. This month we're celebrating Juneteenth all month long. So we have an art exhibit, all black artists in that as well, starting this Saturday. So really a one-stop shop for creatives. Long-term goal is to have a space for podcasts and recording music. Downstairs will be a one-on-one personal training space, food truck out back. So I have a long-term vision that God put in my heart. It's just one of those things, again, take it one step at a time. And it's really coming together because I've been able to work with some phenomenal people. I don't know
Sure.
all the answers, right? I'm really good at
Right.
connecting people, but I let them do what they're good at. So whether it's comedy, music, hosting a workshop, whatever it is, we have that space to now do it and elevate what you're already doing.
And this is in, like you said, the heart of downtown, which I
Correct.
think says something too, in terms of bringing art, entertainment, cooking events, that sort of
Yes.
thing to downtown Allentown. How important is that to you to be in the heart of the city?
Well, I'm born and raised in Allentown, right? So I feel
Right.
like I have a moral obligation to give back. And there's some great organizations out here doing great things, right? We all
Mhm.
see the writing on the wall. We see what's coming. It's awesome. But I think sometimes there's a disconnect. And some of these larger corporations, not to knock them, but they're in the community, but I don't know that they're always for the community. And I hope that Inkwell is that place for the communities, specifically creatives and contributors, right? I just had a meeting today with a woman that wants to host a spoken word event. Let's do it. I had a meeting with someone recently that wants to host a pottery class. Let's do it. There are no bad
Okay.
answers. There's nothing
Right.
that we can't figure out. We'll figure out what works. We'll double down on that. If it doesn't, we'll scratch it. But let's try because I don't have all the ideas. I want to elevate
Mhm.
those that do.
And before we talk about the event that's going on this weekend, and we'll talk a little bit more about those, I also want to talk about the market because that's where I met you at a market you had in downtown Bethlehem last summer.
Mhm.
So can you talk about maybe what that was and then what the current kind of state of the market is?
Sure. No, it's very active. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes to curate the next one, and that's what we do at the market, right? It's a curated
Mhm.
marketplace. We met again at the summer market in
Yep.
Bethlehem. I overlapped the market, being strategic, of course. I overlapped that with Music Fest, so we took advantage of that traffic.
Smart.
So yeah, thank you. So we had a bunch of local businesses, again curated to fit the need of the community. We also host the market at the Promenade Shops. Right now, we have about 40, 50 plus small businesses in our network of small
Oh,
businesses that we hope to elevate. So we share space, right? And we have dedicated areas for these businesses to showcase their already awesome stuff. And I step back and watch the magic happen.
yeah, that's awesome. Like it's funny, we were talking before we came on and we're like, we have to talk more because there's more
Yes,
stuff we can do. And as you're
100%.
talking about this, I'm like, I would love to come in and like interview some of these
Heck
people or
yeah.
do a video or something.
Heck yeah.
But that's the idea. Like you're, creating spaces and events not
Hmm.
only for people to come and enjoy, but then also for those artists or vendors to learn more about what you're doing and then possibly get involved. So
100%.
what when you say vendor, you're like,
Mhm.
what types of people or organizations are you looking to contact and reach out to you?
Anyone and everyone. So we've had vendors that we had a vendor at this past holiday market that does Botox. They reached out and said, "Hey, if you're open to it and you have your permits and everything's legal, let's make it happen." We've had beer vendors. We've had soap making. We've had pottery.
Right.
Anything and everything that you think folks would appreciate and enjoy, whether it's jewelry, a craft, or a service. There's space for you 100%. And the thing that we like to do differently at the market by ATLS, we like to say it's not just a market, it's the market. We have live music, we have beer, we have everything that I like. I like to have a cold beer on a hot summer day, so we have beer. I like live music, so we have live musicians. We have cornhole, we have activities for kids. At the holiday market, we have a dedicated space to kids where they can color and draw, and I mount their images on the wall. We have workshops. We had a cake pop workshop. We have soap making workshops, candle making workshops. We not just want to give you a space to showcase your materials and your products, but we want to work with you to elevate and show people that there's more than just the candles or the soap or the cake pops. Right. You can actually provide a service.
And you talk about those markets. So Inkwell is in downtown Allentown. That's your physical space. And then the holiday market was at Promenade.
Correct.
And your summer market in Bethlehem. So it's not just downtown Allentown. It's also, throughout the Lehigh Valley, looking at, I'm sure you're always kind of looking at different venues that might be able to benefit you as well.
Yeah, I hope to, our goal is to spread to Easton soon. So that should be coming soon. But again, born and raised in the Valley, man, we have everything we need. And I just hope to remind people that we don't have to ask for permission. Let's just go get it.
I love it. I do some of that too. You can get away sometimes with giving it an apology after the fact. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a good way to go about it. Yep. I want to make sure that we're talking about the events that are coming up this weekend. And I did drop in the link in the chat. It's going to be in the show notes for everyone to check out. But let's focus on this weekend in particular to give people like an idea of like what's one awesome event that they can look at. And so can you talk about All Things Black, a month-long celebration of Black art and its influence on culture?
100%. Yeah, we have some, world-renowned artists. In fact, Al Johnson, he's been painting for 4 or 5 decades. Phenomenal artist. He's actually located in the Easton area. We have Anthony Smith, Tyrone Webb, Alex Merriman, Michael Freeman. So again, local artists that are doing some really cool things. They happen to be Black. And again, I want to elevate Juneteenth, as we know, was a celebration and something that has been a long time coming. So I think it's really important for the community to highlight that and focus on the contributions by the Black community and more to the point, art. So that's this Saturday. But again, we have events all month long, but Saturday is free to attend. We will have some hors d'oeuvres and some beverages for free. And we'll have some music playing, and then we have an artist talk to 20th to follow up with this. But I'm really looking forward to this. This is our first art exhibit. I'm honored to have such great names displaying their artwork. So I'm really looking forward to it.
No, this is really amazing. All the stuff that you've done and you're doing in such a short amount of time. Like I can just imagine that there's, people out there thinking, man, this is the guy I need to talk to. Cause I've been thinking about doing some of this stuff and he's running with it. So do you talk with people like that too, who are also kind of interested in the lead that you're taking and seeing what they can do in their community?
100%. I DM, I get a lot of DMs. I reply to them all. I get emails. I reply to them all. Because again, I want to see what can come of it. If someone has an idea to try something new and it sounds pretty cool, let's try it. And again, if it works, great. If not, that's okay too. We can tweak it and make it work. But there's no wrong answers. There's no bad ideas. I'm not too. I haven't arrived. I don't think I'll ever will. But I never look over my nose at anybody. I'm willing to work with anybody and everybody.
Because like with stuff like this, I always feel like it's, the next event's the best event. It's just, you're building up for some great stuff. And when you're doing things like this, that attention is just going to come to it.
100%.
Obviously this is a free event, but I was looking through some of these, like there's paint. So you have paint and sips. Oh, I got to bring it on screen, don't I? So, but there are some other things like a soap making workshop downtown Allentown, paint and sip events going on. Definitely go through the website and look for something that might pique your interest. There's something for everybody, it seems like, in here.
100%. Yeah, we have our first soap making workshop, and I'm while the soap is solidifying, I'm going to be instructing folks on a paint and sip. So the paint and sip, actually, we're gonna paint a soap dish. So you go home with a custom soap dish and a custom bar soap. Of course, there's wine and all that to have fun, but we have our first fine dining event this month. We have Gasper, he's coming. So he was on Netflix, so he's big time. Honored to have him. So he's coming very soon. Cool. Yeah, man. It's exciting and it's interesting to see it unfold.
Well, Kyle, we're definitely gonna do something else. This is kind of a preview of us hopefully getting together, connecting for the first time. But I'm really looking forward to connecting with you guys even more and hopefully showing people throughout the summer some great stuff that you guys are doing at A True Love Story and Inkwell LLC.
Dude, I can't thank you enough. It's an honor. I love what you guys are doing. Keep it up. We're cheering you on. So I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. And everybody, please head to A True Love Story, LLC.com. From there, all the stuff that we talked about, the market, the upcoming events, how to get in touch, how to learn more. Definitely reach out to Kyle if you're thinking of like, hey, I have this crazy idea. Maybe there's somebody who can help me out.
If you have an idea, if you need a mural, if you need consultation, if you need, I work with kids. I'm a 21st Century partner, ASD partner as well. So do a lot of after school programs. Yeah, I mean, anything and everything that is in a creative vein, I would love to contribute.
All right, real quick, I'm going to give a big thank you to our sponsors who allow us to talk to Kyle. WGIY 88.1 FM, Wind Creek Event Center, Molly's Irish Grill and Sports Pub, The Coop in Easton, Michael Bernardin with Remax, Banco Beverage, and of course our friends, you saw their ad from LVHN. But more importantly, Kyle, thank you for coming on, taking some time out, and thank you to everybody for listening. We had a good crowd today. I like doing these lunchtime things. It's a lot less stress.
Yeah. Thank you, brother.
All right. Take care, and everybody, we'll see you this weekend at Inkwell. And if not, then just check them out, and we'll catch you at an event then. Kyle, stay on, but we'll see you guys all soon. Thank you very much.
Thanks.